Hello again everyone, so I'm back again with another adult size replica belt review. As the title suggests, this time it's a let me try and do this properly, a WWE World Tag Team Championship replica belt. So this one, unlike the other one, is a metallic replica version of this belt. So I'm just gonna overview this belt because it's quite similar to the other one. The main thing we're going to do is sort of compare it between this and a plastic one, just to let you take a look at this one if you're thinking of picking one of these up. So without any further ado, let's get into looking at this up close and personal and in more detail.
Right, so let's take a look at this bad boy. I say bad boy, I've always been not too much of a fan of it, but looking at this replica, it's actually quite good. I mean, since the dimensions of this and everything are pretty much exactly the same as the commemorative plastic version I reviewed a while ago, I'm just going to give you a quick overlook of this and then sort of compare the two so you know what's what. So first of all, let me just show you the bag that this comes in. So this is a 2014 version of this belt, so it's got the current logo or new logo at the time. So this must have been, you know, one of the first lot they churned out when they brought in this new logo. So they've updated the bags. I don't really know how to describe the feel, but it's a bit more, I don't know, suede perhaps, more than the standard material you usually get. This is the first time I've seen a bag like this, and it's really nice. It feels very nice. The logo is large, it says Tag Team Replica right there, so it feels really good. Obviously it's got the square corners for this square cornered belt. And on the back, the zip now actually runs across along the whole length of the bag. So that's pretty useful, because sometimes when you have the old bag, you had to sort of curve this, like say this is flipped over, curve the strap to tuck it into the corners. But now you can just sort of almost lay it pretty much straight in and zip the bag up. So that's really nice. So you got two zips there, so you can zip it either way. So I'll flip that back over. Yeah, so a nice bag you get with that. So anyway, like I said, it's pretty much exactly the same as the plastic version in terms of dimensions and like the sort of features. So I'll just sort of give you a quick overlook. So yeah, I've got the plastic version up there, so I'm just looking at that to see it's exactly the same. So this one, like I say, has got the new or current WWE logo there. Then you've got this sort of let's say Greek, perhaps, I don't know, I could be completely wrong, pattern around the edge, two gladiator helmets, and you got Tag Team Champions. Like I said before, apparently there were going to be nameplates on this, so one for each of the champions. So it's like, say for example you had Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens Tag Team Champions, it would actually have Chris Jericho, Kevin Owens, vice versa, on the same belt. Not like Kevin Owens would have his name on it and Jericho would have his name on it. They'd have both on there, I believe. Can't remember exactly where they're going to be placed. Maybe perhaps here, because there's like a little bar there. Maybe they just kept that in when they designed this one. Probably would have cost too much to make so many nameplates, and I think this kind of looks better as it is, you know, without the nameplates. So that's pretty cool. And before I forget, so the thickness of this is pretty good. So you got the thing sort of popping up, so you can see the gladiator helmets do protrude from the plate itself, as does the Tag Team Champions part of the plate there. So hopefully you can see that. So yeah, it's really, I had heard that this was a really well made replica, and to be honest I actually agree with that. It's pretty nicely done. Of course this one's got the this logo, so it's not really showing up well in the video. It looks kind of gold here, this sort of sun pattern, but that's actually bronze as well, a different shade of bronze to the outside here. Then you got same thing, same colors, even though it looks a bit gold on the video. So you got the gladiator helmet here, and it's exactly the same on the other side. So those plates are all exactly the same. Obviously this is inverted, so the helmet's facing that way, and of course that one's facing this way. Right, so just give you the tooling around the edge is the same as the plastic commemorative one. So you got that, there you go, sort of funky tooling like that around the edge, and that goes, just checking, that goes all the way around the belt or the strap. Maybe can't see, there we go, better in the light, like that. And there we go. So this is same sort of snaps. Hold on, let me just count these. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just counting the other ones up there. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, it's exactly the same. And then you should have 8 here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So like I said, the dimensions are exactly the same. Rather than going over them because I can't remember them off the top of my head, I will post them in the comments section or the description, so you can just take a look at that if you're interested in looking at this. So let's flip this over, and it's like a standard replica belt. So of course you got all the screws you can see for the plates, like in the video games, because I guess they base the video game belts on replicas. And here you got the stitched in patch. So it's got official WWE authentic replica championship title, made in China, blah blah blah, shop WWE, and here it's not going to you can sort of see it, but that is 2014, and then you got the holographic WWE logo right there. So yeah, pretty nice for a replica. This has kind of changed my opinion on this belt. I really thought this was really awful, and it kind of is. Like, I'm not any sort of belt like bronze, maybe silver works. Like, I think the new SmackDown tag team titles look pretty good with the silver and the navy blue strap. The navy blue kind of reminds me of the old Big Eagle, the original version, because that was on a blue strap. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this to focus better, but it's not. Anyway, there we go. So yeah, but this one, in comparison to the plastic commemorative version, is a hell of a lot better. I mean, just look at this. Look at the difference in colour there. Normally, these plastic commemorative belts look very accurate to the replica, but this doesn't even compare. I don't know why it's like that, but you can just clearly see the difference in colour there to begin with. My brother just said the plastic one looks like it's been out in the sun for too long, which is a pretty accurate description. So if you want to call it a penny tag, I'd say the adult size replica looks more like a penny or a 2p piece in the UK, definitely. Whereas this one, in the video it looks kind of gold, but it's like, if you see it in actuality, if that's a word, it looks like a very washed out bronze colour. It doesn't look very appealing at all compared to that. Like I said, not too keen on bronze, but out of the two, this one looks a hell of a lot better. The only difference with this one really is, obviously you got the old scratch logo there, so this was like one of the original designs before they changed the logo. So that's the same, and on the back here, so the plastic one is just a smooth texture, whereas this has got the sort of crocodile skin, whatever you want to, like, tooling, whatever it is. I don't know much about the tooling, it's me. Yeah, so the strap as well is significantly different. So for example, sorry if the camera keeps fucking up, so that's like, you know, like a standard modern day strap. Obviously it's not real leather, but it's quite flexible, whereas this is just very stiff. Look at that, it doesn't even move really. Reminds me of the original replicas that they brought out, like the very first ones they ever made. So yeah, I mean, that sort of shows you the big difference there. Like I said, plastic and metal. So obviously I would definitely recommend, it goes without saying, if you wanted to pick up one of these belts, if you've got the money, definitely opt to go for a metallic replica rather than a plastic one, because this doesn't even compare. When you get this, I don't know if you can see, like right here, it's a bit blotchy as well. Like there's some sort of sticky residue left on it, whereas on this one you don't get any of that, and the colour's a lot better. So yeah, in this case I normally say, like, if you got the money. If you haven't got the money, then I guess go for the plastic one, but if you've got the money, definitely go for an adult replica, the metallic version. It's exactly the same in terms of size and everything, as far as I can tell. Ugh. But you do get a much better product. So anyway, let's just sort of, because I don't think I put this around my waist because it was so hard to snap on and snap off. I think this one works alright. I'll do that for you. So let's take a look at that now.
Alright, so unlike last time with the plastic commemorative version, I'm actually going to put this around my waist because I believe this does snap on pretty well. The other one didn't, it was awful. So before I get into that, I just want to say, yes, this shirt is a bit baggy. I received it as a gift, a little larger than usual, but I'm still going to wear it because I received this shirt well before the remake of Ghostbusters, and the 1984 version is awesome. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. So let's look at this belt. It's quite weighty. Probably because it's got the multiple layers of plate. Strap is pretty flexible. They've improved the straps since they first started making these, so you can just see from that that's pretty good. So now I'm going to try and put this around my waist. I don't know how people put them on and snap them behind their back because I can't really do that. But anyway, here we are. Hopefully this makes for good airtime for you. I've got one on, but I don't think that's secure. There we go. So I've got a couple. I'm not going to do it all up, just in case it doesn't come off too easily. So I'll flip that sucker around. There we go. So that's about, oh god, I didn't even look. So that's onto the second snap. So there's one set of snaps that's free. So that's around me, about 6 foot, I like to say. So that's what it looks like on me. So it's pretty snug, it's pretty close to my body, it feels, you know, it's stable, comfortable, as you would suspect with a belt. So that's that. There we go. I feel so weird doing that spin around, but it all helps for the video, doesn't it? So that's that. There's not a lot of open space here, maybe because I put on a bit of weight. But fuck it. And I just swore. I remember someone complaining about me cursing all the time, but then again, that's me. So yeah, that fits pretty snug like that. It's a nice size. It takes up pretty much all of my abdomen part, and that's all my stomach. That's pretty nice. Like I said, overall, I'm not really a fan of the belt because I think it should be gold. That's my opinion, or at least silver, not bronze. And don't know why I picked up one of these belts. Probably because there was a nice deal on. But I'm actually quite impressed with this replica. Like I said, I'd heard that this replica was one of the best looking ones out there, and I completely agree. This is very nicely done. If you compare it to the plastic one, it looks a hell of a lot better. It looks like a completely different belt, in my opinion. And it's really nicely done. Like, the finish is really nice. There's no sort of like, it doesn't look like it's been rushed or anything. You can't really fuck up the colours because there's not really like different paint jobs, but in terms of like, say, these parts and this part, it's a different tone of bronze to the back part, and it's really nicely done. You know, it's clearly separated. It's not like it's sort of, you know, what do you call it, blurs into it. I don't know what word I'm looking for, but it's really nicely done as a replica. So there we go, I got it off. So yeah, and then put it over the shoulder, and so it's the first time I've done this. There you go, look, it's pretty much hanging down my back, so the strap's pretty flexible. It's really good for a fake strap. I don't know what else to say really. So yeah, if you're planning to get one of these, hopefully this has helped you. It's been a bit more of a comparison between this and the plastic version because, like I said, dimensions are exactly the same. I'll put this in the comment description box. All the features are exactly the same. It's just the only difference was the WWE logo on this. But the main thing is like the colour and the finish. The plastic one does look pretty cheap in comparison, but if it's just like a throw around, or like you haven't got the money to buy one, metal one I mean, go for the plastic one. But I would highly recommend going for a metallic replica if you wanted to get one of these, because it's so much better, and it's probably one of the best made replicas I have seen. I have to agree with that. So that's that, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all your kind comments about me posting videos again. It's going to be tricky for me to make the videos at this time, but I'll try and, whenever I get some free time, I'll try and make videos as long as I've got something to review or talk about. So thanks very much for all your support. I do appreciate that. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to wrap this video up now. So thanks for watching, and as usual, I will see you in the next video. So take care. Alright, that's enough now.